Hi, my name is Mike, and I'm a design master at LEGO. The model we have today is a classic Porsche 911, modeled after the late 70s, early 80s version of the car. We've actually made two versions of the car here instead of one, so you can build the car as either the performance version of the 911, the Turbo, or you can build it as the open-top version, the Targa. It's actually a really fun building experience. For most of the build, you're building just one version of the car, and then you get to a page in the instructions where you then need to decide, do I want to build the Targa or do I want to build the Turbo? And you go to a different section of the instructions, you open up a different set of elements, and then you finish off the car to be one of these two versions. So with the Turbo, we have the turbocharged engine, the flat six in the back, of course, like all Porsches. We have the giant spoiler wing on the back, and then we have the Fox racing rims in black for the Turbo, and we also have them in silver for the Targa. On the Targa, you can open up the hood, and there's actually a roof piece that you can take out and put on the car. We've got really nice interior detailing with all of the clocks on the dashboard. We have used some of our nougat and dark orange colors to make some beautiful trim on the inside. The doors open, the engine compartment opens up, the hood opens up to reveal some storage space. The front wheels are steerable, linked to the steering wheel in the cockpit. This model started as a Fabulab project.
Fabulab is this awesome thing we do in LEGO design where for one day a month we get to work on anything we want. So some people will do like a drawing thing, some people will make ice cream. Now, what Mike decided to do is step away from his daily work, which is building highly detailed LEGO cars, is build a highly detailed LEGO car. And apparently that works for him. I don't understand it.
That's actually something that a lot of designers at LEGO will do. We'll build these models that are kind of a passion project or just something that we think could be neat, and then we build it, and we have different spaces in our building where we can display it or take pictures of it. And I like to build things and just put them behind my desk and then see what happens.
So after we had decided to take Mike's Fabulab project and make it into a real product, Mike did a little bit more work on it, and then it turned out that it was going to be me to be actually the one to take it all the way through to the end. And I was really excited to work on it, and so I'm building and looking at it. As I get deeper and deeper into it, I realize that I absolutely have no idea what I'm doing with this model. And I'm just playing with it and trying to get things to work. And then Mike had come over and he was sort of telling me, like, I'm a little bit sad that I am not the one actually doing it. Can I be a little bit more involved? I mean, I didn't let him know this, but I could not have been more relieved. Like, this was a huge weight off of my shoulders to just sort of give it back to him.
For me, that was really exciting to see this project that just started out as kind of a side passion thing now becoming an official LEGO model. This car is the 8th Porsche 911 that we've made at LEGO. We've made 911s in Technic, we've made 911s in Speed Champions, but this is the first time we've done it at this scale with this level of detail. For the development of this model, we worked very closely with Porsche to make sure that we captured all the correct details, all the correct proportions, all the correct lines of the car to make it as authentic as possible. When we were initially building the model, we were using our existing bricks to try to build the shapes of the Porsche, and everything we built with our existing elements just wasn't working. That's when I asked one of my colleagues, 𝗙𝗢, to come take a look at it. 𝗙𝗢's an element designer, and he's a huge Porsche fan.
We've done two different new elements for this set, and then one of them was a triple bow that we kind of figure out we're gonna need for the back of the Porsche, be really true to the actual shape of the car. And Mike originally just took a cockpit and cut it in half, and I thought it was too edgy. So I said, like, hey Mike, let's do a new bow element. Let's get some bows on this thing. And Mike was a bit apprehensive at first.
But he went off and he created that himself. And a couple days later, he brought me the part and he showed it to me, and it just fit perfectly on the car. It really helped to just complete the shape. The other part is this 5x5 quarter circle, and this is a part that we made in order to help us build both the Targa and the Turbo version of the car. This car includes 3 different number plates, so we have an American number plate, we have German number plates, and we also include a Japanese number plate. And there's some Easter eggs in the numbers on those plates, but I'm not gonna spoil those for anyone, so try to figure them out yourself. Another thing in this car is we don't actually have any stickers. So the license plates, the Porsche logos, everything on the dashboard, these are all printed in this model. And that's really great for if you want to swap between the Targa and the Turbo, that you don't need to worry about putting stickers on correctly or swapping anything around. It's all just printed on the bricks. I have two favorite parts of this model. The first is the front bumper and also the headlights. The other part of the model that I'm especially proud of is the roof of the turbo. We built the back of the car at an angle so that we have a curve of the roof that matches up seamlessly to the curve of the back of the car, and I'm really proud of the way we've managed to achieve that in this model. I'm really excited for people to get their hands on these bricks and start building amazing creative things with them.